Welcome to Optimum Forex Trading. This is Robina from Zim, and this is my online trading journal. If you choose to stay, please hit the like button and subscribe and hit the notification button so that you don't miss any future videos. If you can hear a sound in the background, I really apologize. I try to hold off recording as long as I can, but there is a Bible college next to my office, and today they are singing and preaching quite a bit. So I really do apologize if you can hear it, but I guess I need to get on with the video, whatever happens. Anyways, I trade ICT concepts, the free mentorship that is, and I focus mainly on the fair value gaps, and I'm still learning order blocks, and I trade within the London morning session. My main pair is cable, which is Great British Pound versus USD. Right, so if you want to learn to trade the way that I trade, then you can obviously look at the Inner Circle Traders videos on his channel. He teaches algorithmic price action trading absolutely free of charge. All right, now for my disclaimer. Please view everything that you see here as entertainment and not any form of trading, investment, or financial advice. Right. Also, I would like you to know that I will never direct message you. And if anyone approaches you pretending to be me, please run away with your money and immediately block them. They are trying to scam you. If you need my help, you are welcome to send me an email. My email address is on this channel, so use the link provided. And yeah, that's it. Be careful out there, guys. Okay, so now that we have that out of the way, let's get into it. Today is Tuesday, Tuesday 24 October 2023, just before 10 a.m. here in Zim where I am, and it is just before 4 a.m. New York time. And if you watched my market review for this week's trading, the week that we are currently in, I was saying when I was doing my analysis, I was hoping that when price opened on Sunday, it would trade lower to go for these sell side and hopefully come to this level here, or at least get to the sell side so that I can get my $500 off the phase 2 challenge. But unfortunately, price decided it didn't want to do that, and then it started heading up for the daily CB that was formed on 12th October. And you see my note here, I'd written if it will become a possible inversion fair value gap when traded through when it is bullish. Okay, so bear in mind that because we still have these draws on liquidity here that haven't been covered, that I am hoping will be covered at least maybe in as far as November or whenever. I'm hoping that the market will eventually draw lower. So since it traded up yesterday, I am anticipating that we are now in premium. So if I measure the bottom body to the top body of this price leg, you can see that price is currently trading in premium. So if we're in premium, we are looking to sell. Also considering that we are within the daily CB and also this 1 hour CB. Let me just highlight it. Again, it's just hoping that price will respect these levels and continue and start going down. It hasn't created a CB on the 1 hour yet, so we are waiting. Also, for this entry that I had entered the Tuesday before last, I had reduced or brought down my stop loss to just this level here, which it is. And let me just show you how it's looking. Okay, we are still in the trade. You see, I brought my stop loss down here, so it almost did take me out. So it still can come up and could be trading for the buy stops that are resting above here, above buy side, and continue up. I do not know. All I know is I'm supposed to be waiting for a CB to form within my kill zone, and when I see a CB, I will then execute on it, which means I will go bearish. So that leaves me with a choice for today's trade. When the CB forms, I can choose to pyramid this current trade as long as it hasn't taken me out. But if I pyramid it, I am going to put a 0.25% risk instead of my usual 0.5% risk, seeing as I'm already in the trade, and if the trade wants to come against me, at least it won't take too much. It won't take a large chunk out of my my capital. And with the second account that I had been taken out when Bespoke moved from 8 caps to Think Markets, I didn't trade it again. I only traded it once here last week and I was stopped out. So I need about $250. So this one I'm still in profit, but I need about $250 to get the $500 target. So with the second one, I will risk 0.5% as usual. I don't mind giving Mr. Market $50 of my money. And with the first account that I showed you, I will give Mr. Market $25 should he decide to take me out if he comes up here. So what I'm doing now is just waiting for the formation of a CB. This price leg here, a CB could have potentially formed within the 15-minute time frame, but I told myself that I won't be trading any lower than 1 hour. So I need to wait for this hour candle to complete its painting, and then I wait for the next hour candle, which will be from 4 to 5. I'll wait for that to paint, and once that paints, I will see if there's any gaps that was left in price action, and if there was, I would then put in my 20 pip stop loss and maybe ride the market down, hoping that it will trade past this BC that it formed yesterday and at least come down to this BC. So lowest hanging fruit would be this swing low here, which is the sell stops resting below here, or this swing low here, sell stops resting below here, or we can come down to this level. Let me just get my chart nice and clear. I apologize, my network is a bit slow, but we've also got this swing level that was created on Wednesday for October as well. So we've got one, that's if price decides it wants to come through and reprice this BC, because as you can see, we've got all of these relative equal lows that were formed. It was pierced through last week, but it wasn't traded and closed below or through it, so that's why the market went up. So we've got, like I said, this lowest hanging fruit here, one, we've got this one, the second one, and we've got this third one. But because my target, remember, is $500, I am just going to hold and wait for $500. It's really as simple as that. So yeah, I guess I'll be back in a bit to let you know what Mr. Market has decided to do where the CB is concerned. And that's it. I will see you later. Alright, so I decided to come back a bit quicker to show you that I put my entries based on this order block. ICT speaks about how an order block is a run up to liquidity. So I noticed this run up to this H1, let me just put that in, to this H1 CB. Okay, and then I also noticed, sorry, give it a second, right, great. I also noticed that this hourly candle did close like an engulfing candle, and this is the 3 to 4 a.m. candle, which is within my kill zone. Remember, my kill zone is from 2 to 4 a.m. This one here is the 2 to 3 a.m. and then this one is the 3 to 4 a.m. So because it didn't create a CB, I figured maybe I can use this order block as entry. So I put in my limit order just before the open price of this last candle. If it decides to come up and tag me in, that would be super. If it doesn't, I will see if I'm going to readjust my entry or I should just leave it for today. And let me just show you here. This is the one I said I would pyramid and I would risk only 0.25 instead of my usual 0.5, since I'm already in this trade and it hadn't taken me out, though it was very, very close to it. And if you can look, my equity has dropped down to 10,000, which is just a break even, meaning the entry, which was this one that I did the week before last, price did come down. Okay, this I was then taken out by Bespoke when it changed over from 8 cap to Think Markets. So this level would have been about the $308 mark that was on the second account, if you remember. And then price started going back up to come to reprice the daily CB that it had left during this price leg on Thursday last week. So like I said, this then came up using this as an order block, and we are taught that if an order block occurs where there is no fair value gap, we can use the open price of the order block. But if there was a fair value gap, I would have used the wick of the order block. So I'll just wait and see if price is willing to come back up and tag me in. So this here is a 20 it's 1 to 2, so this is a $40 loss that I placed here if market decides to take me out, and then this one will leave me at break even. But as you can see, I'll probably still be in minus, so I don't know how far deep I will be where the drawdown is concerned. I would have to come back and show you. And then this account, I am risking $50. So this is the one that transitioned from 8 cap to Think Markets. That's my sell limit. As you can see, it's 0.25, which is a $50 risk. And we're just waiting, same price level as the other one, waiting for price to come up to this order block. Hopefully it will do that. If not, that's not a problem. We'll have to realign or readjust if we need to. Yeah, I think that's it for now, really. There isn't much that I can say. Maybe the reason why I decided I would maybe take this entry as well is because this engulfing candle occurred at premium PD arrays. This is the H1. It did come to try to reprice it completely, though it didn't fill all the way up. It came up to this here, as you can see, this candle here, almost the same price point as this candle there, and then the body of the candle just opened at the wick of this candle here, which is a contribution to the run up to the daily CB that this price came off. Okay, so I'm just hoping that this level here will hold and price will continue down. Again, like I always say, we play it by ear. We are not here to predict the market. We are here just to respond to what Mr. Market is showing us in the best of our ability. At times we are wrong, and when we are wrong, we just make sure that we minimize our exposure to the market, and if we are right, we get a bit of money. So I'll come back. If I'm tagged in, I will show you my entry level. If not, I will come and I'll show you, and will confirm if I am going to collapse or if I'm going to try to put in a different price point where entry is concerned as well. All right, great. I will see you again in a bit. Thank you. Okay, so we've got just over 5 minutes for the 4 to 5 a.m. candle to close, and as you can see, this is what it looks like. Let me just move our measuring tool out of the way. This is what it looks like. So our entry for this order block, I moved it down a little bit to the center of this wick. So my entry price is 1.22665, which is here, 1.22665, just close. And my stop loss is just above. Network, sorry, my stop loss is just above the body of this candle. So listen, like I said before, I will wait. If it doesn't tag me in, it doesn't tag me in. If it does take me in and then decide it wants to continue up for buy side above, then it's all right. It's part of the risk of the business. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. All I need to do is just to follow my system, and when I see a setup occurring within my my rules, I then execute. So with this one, I executed based on an order block and not a fair value gap because I didn't see a fair value gap. That's it. So let me wait and see. I will let you know whether we'll be in or we'll be taken out. Okay. Welcome back. All right. It is just before 12:30 in the afternoon in Zim and just before 7:30 a.m. New York time. All right. We were not tagged in, unfortunately. As you can see, this is the candle that I showed you earlier. Let me just move this tool out of the way, but this is the candle that I showed you in the earlier video. And I was hoping that when this one, the 5 a.m. candle opens, at least it will open, maybe come up to this price point of the order block, but it didn't. Instead, it opened, literally didn't create a wick, and it started making its way down. So let's put that back there. So I am now going to collapse my entries because I wasn't tagged in. If this had created a SIBI, right, I would have left my position open, because normally it takes a couple of hours for price to then come back up and reprice the SIBI and then make its way down. But because there's no fair value gap, there's no gap between price, and my entry was based on an order block, I'm not sure if price is going to come back all the way up here, or it will create a gap within the London lunch and cross over into the New York open, and then it will use that SIBI. So because I do not trade off New York open session, I am collapsing my trade. If today does create a SIBI on the 1 hour, and I come in tomorrow and I see another SIBI forming off the SIBI that's created today, I might consider an entry tomorrow since it is Wednesday. So, okay, let's go over to MT5 and collapse our entry. Right, that one is out, no more. And yeah, we are still more than $400 left to get to our phase 2 target, which is okay. So it's almost like we are starting again. So in a sense, this trade that we entered last week didn't really do much where progress is concerned, because it created a daily SIBI that price then came back up to reprice before making its way down, hoping that it is actually going to trade lower than these price points that or last week's low, hoping that if it does do that, at least we will get our $500 of phase 2. Right, and then let's go into this one and collapse this one as well. Alrighty, you can see it was placed here, price didn't come up, so we will collapse it and no trades. So I will wait. Right, game plan going forward. Right, there is a H1 BISI here. I think if you recall my previous videos, I kept on saying I'm watching this area because I'm not sure if price is going to trade below it and use it as an inversion fair value gap and then drop. But as you can see, since the week before last, price really has respected this area, so it's acting as support. So if price trades below it and then comes back up to reprice it, it would then probably work as an inversion fair value gap and price will continue lower. So where this trade that I'm in now that I showed you, okay, let's just go back up. Not this one. This one is fine. I'll leave it alone until the levels that I want to highlight are traded to. This one is the one that I'm referring to. I'm going to leave this one open until it gets to target or until it takes me out. I'm not touching it. I'm not pyramiding it. I tried today, no effort. I really don't mind leaving it open. The second one that was closed that I'm in profit is the one that I am then going to try to trade tomorrow or Thursday. So I think that's a good game plan, don't you think so? Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to do that off my levels, which is this one. That's the level. This one is being traded in anyway. So if it continues lower, my next level is this one. So when price comes here and it trades lower and it looks like it's coming to reprice or it's continuing lower, maybe to this daily BISI, I might consider an entry on my second account. As for this first account, I'm leaving it open. The reason why I'm not deciding on trading off my second account is because I wanted the entry to happen off the higher time frame PDRAs, and this one is the daily and that one was the hour. So I had used these areas as my possible entries. Unfortunately, I wasn't entered in, so my next area is this one or the one below it. So I will wait. This could take, remember last week, this is all 5 days and price didn't really do much. It's bounced between the two levels, right? So now I'm waiting from level to level. Again, it would take days. That means I'm going to wait. Tomorrow I'll come in, I'll do my analysis. If price hasn't really moved much, I will wait. Thursday, do my analysis. Price hasn't moved much, I will wait. So I'm waiting for these zones, this zone here and that zone there, those two zones, to see how price is going to react off them. As for now, that's it. Okay, I will see you tomorrow, I guess. Alrighty, bye bye.